You're surrounded by apps, AI tutors, YouTube hacks, but the real secrets of language learning were written down over 50 years ago in a tiny book most people have never heard of. It's called How to Learn a Foreign Language by Dr. Paul Pimsleur. For those who don't know me, I'm Luca Rampariello. I'm a language coach, lover, and entrepreneur. I've spent more than 30 years learning 14 languages and helping thousands of learners. And let me tell you, Paul Pimsleur wasn't just a linguist. He was a pioneer. He was a psychologist who applied the science of memory and learning to languages. His book contains principles that are still as fresh as practical today as they were in 1978. In this video, I'll share 3 of these timeless ideas, how they shape my own journey, and most importantly, how you can apply them right now. And if you want a deeper dive, I've created a free guide, which is basically a step-by-step roadmap on how to apply the very same principles Pimsleur talks about in his book and combine them with the amazing technology we have nowadays to learn any language. You will find the link in the pinned comment below. And now, without further ado, let's get into it. Principle number 1, sound before symbols. Paul's first big idea was radical for his time. Sound comes before symbols. Language is first something you hear and speak, not something you read. Think about how human beings have been acquiring language since the dawn of time. But on the flip side, also think about school. They throw grammar charts and written alphabets at you before you can even recognize the rhythm of a language. Pimsleur called this backward. His method, on the other hand, focused on training your ear first. Because once you can hear patterns, grammar makes sense naturally. When I started learning English, they buried me in grammar tables and word lists, of course. But when I switched to just watching movies and mimicking my own American teacher, my progress exploded. That was my 5-second moment of realization. Fluency starts with the ear, not the eye. The practical takeaway for you is this: dedicate at least half of your learning time to listening to your target language, no matter your level. If you are a beginner, pair it with reading at first if you need the safety net, and gradually shift to just listening. Master the sound before the rules, and everything gets easier. Principle number 2, work with your memory, not against it. Pimsleur's second insight came from psychology. Forgetting is not failure, it's the brain's natural rhythm. He documented the forgetting curve and realized that if you review information right before you forget it, you're telling your brain this matters, and it sticks. This became his system of graduated interval recall, what we now call spaced repetition. I've never really worried about memorizing words, and maybe that is what really made the difference. I kept consuming new content, but also I kept re-listening to the content I had gone through before. Slowly but surely, words started to stick. But if you want to speed things up and find a deliberate way to make words stick, today we can finally solve the most boring part of language learning, which is review. For years, the only answer was flashcards and apps like Anki. I've never been a fan. Now, there's a new generation of smart, brain-friendly tools such as Linguia. It takes the vocabulary you save and builds new stories and podcasts around it for you. It's not rote memorization. It's dynamic re-immersion. I've been using it myself for Turkish, and the experience is a game changer. It's a brilliant tool from my friend Till, and I'm a proud affiliate because it simply works. Check the link in the pinned comment and the description box if this sounds interesting. Anyway, the practical takeaway is this: stop fearing forgetting. Consume massive amount of content in your target language and build an environment that lets words reappear just when you need them so they become part of you. Principle number 3, grow like a tree, not a machine. Pimsleur's final principle is my favorite. Do not chase completeness. Grow organically. He warned against what he called the hobgoblin of completeness. Schools make you master one verb tense or full declension chart before you can even use the language. He said this was a monstrosity. Instead, he used a tree analogy. A new tree does not sprout one perfect leaf. It grows twigs, branches, leaves, all together, imperfectly, but naturally. That is how language works. You do not need to finish grammar before moving on. You learn a little bit of vocabulary, a little grammar, a little pronunciation, all together in context. When I learned French, I did not wait to master the subjunctive. When I learned Russian, I did not expect to nail all cases from the get-go. And when I learned Chinese, I did not worry about getting every single tone right. I dove into books and conversations, podcasts and videos, letting grammar and vocab grow side by side. That is what made it stick. So, give yourself permission not to know everything. Do not aim for perfection. Aim for growth. So, here they are. 3 timeless lessons from a 50-year-old masterpiece. Train your ear before your eye. Embrace forgetting. It means your brain is learning. And grow your knowledge organically, like a tree. In a world obsessed with hacks and quick fixes, it's incredible that Pimsleur's principles are still the foundation of brain-friendly learning today. If you want to dive deeper, Grab my free guide with a complete breakdown of his method filled with modern examples and training. Also, I added a direct link to buy the book itself on Amazon if this is of any interest. You can find both in the pinned comment below. The book link is an affiliate link, which is a wonderful way to support the channel if you choose to do so. Thanks for watching, happy language learning, and remember, fluency is not about knowing everything. It's about growing one sound, one word, and one conversation at a time.